Hey guys, so today we're gonna have a look at the fundamental news as always, and we're gonna check how much damage did the US actually has done on the Iranian soil regarding the nuclear program and how is that going to affect the market. And we're also going to definitely look at gold, silver, and other commodities to trade with, and we're definitely going to check at the fundamentals to make sure that we understand how the market is moving and what we're going to do. So let's go and have a look. Boom. So we are right now at XRP, and I think the best way for us to start this morning would be the news. Okay, so S&P 500 near record as stocks saw oil sinks, and investors threw caution to the wind. Okay, so that's what they do. They have thrown caution to the wind, and the geopolitical pyramid is plunging as Israel-Iran ceasefire eases fear on an oil stock. Okay, so the eases the fear, and as we can see, what has happened is when we go to oil, and we're gonna have a look at oil real quick. That's where we are. We can see it is dropping massively. It is dropping massively in regards to what is going to happen. My next target definitely is waiting for here, this area, this retest, and possibly maybe going long. But at this time, based on what happened, and we just quickly check the whole move by itself, we can definitely indication we're still bearish. Okay, we're still bearish on the daily. We're still bearish on the daily and probably on the weekly. Yes, we are also still bearish on the weekly. So it looks like it seems like that there's a potential that the oil price is going to continuously going to the downside. However, today is Wednesday. A lot of things can happen. We still have issues in regards to Iran and Israel. We know there is a ceasefire. We know and we hope that it will continue. Okay, and if it continues, then we're definitely going to see a continuation to go to the downside. If not, there will be a spike to the upside due to fear and unrest in the market. Okay, so let's see how things turn out. Yeah, so that's how it looks with oil. Okay, then let's also go to see what is actually going on and how is that actually really affecting the market. What is the sentiment saying? What are the people saying? And what is the overall idea regarding the whole situation? Let me just take off the Zoom. Let's see.
Israel and Iran at one point appear doomed.
And Fox 5's Kenneth Moton joins us now from Fox 5's newsroom with the latest on this tentative pause we're seeing in the fighting.
And Jim, a shaky ceasefire appears to be in place between Israel and Iran, nearly broken before it even began. Both sides accuse the other of violating the deal brokered by President Trump. And tonight, new details on the fallout from the U.S. strike on Iran's nuclear facilities over the weekend. A preliminary U.S. intelligence report found the attack will only set back the country's nuclear program by a few months, not completely and totally obliterated, as the president claimed. The White House is denying that report, saying the assessment is flat out wrong and that report was only leaked to discredit President Trump. Meantime, House and Senate classified briefings on the ongoing conflict have been postponed until later this week. Democratic lawmakers are slamming the commander-in-chief for his decision to authorize those attacks on the Iranian nuclear facilities. Virginia Senator Tim Kaine is looking to force a vote on a measure requiring Trump to get congressional approval before ordering more military strikes.
It's too big a decision to put on the shoulders of one person whether we should send our sons and daughters into war. And that's why the framers of the Constitution said it should be a deliberative decision for Congress to make in full view of the American public so they can know whether the mission that their kids might risk their lives in is worth it or not.
A lot more from Senator Kaine tonight. See his interview with Jim on the Final Five, ran for Fox 5 News at 11. As we continue to watch this ceasefire, President Trump's special envoy to the Middle East says the U.S. and Iran are engaging in talks about getting back to the table to negotiate a peace deal. Angie.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, so as we hearing again, there's again a lot of uncertainty coming out. President Trump came, said, suggested, saying that he had massive success with the attack on the nuclear facility in Iran. Okay, this is what he was saying. And now apparently reports came out and said it was minor damage. Okay, so we can see, regardless if there was massive damage or it was minor damage, we can see that the motive definitely from President Trump deep down is not to have a war, not to get himself involved in the war. And Netanyahu is definitely poking, the public is definitely poking, and everybody has something to say regarding this issue. What I personally think, based on how it sounds like, that President Trump is not willing to go into war. He doesn't want to do it. Or, like always, we know with his politics, they are playing games. They're playing games to confuse us, and then at the end, they're just going to go into war regardless. Okay, so this is what. So what does this mean now for the market, and what can we expect to happen possibly? Okay, let me also check other news sources and see before we continue on that one. So yeah, so basically this is what we expect for the gold market, especially. Okay, before we go on to the charts, this is what is written statement is: gold prices edges higher to around 3,330 per ounce on Wednesday, recovering slightly from the 2-week low after falling over 1% in the previous session. Markets continue to monitor developments in the Middle East, where a US brokered ceasefire between Iran and Israel appeared to be holding. However, some caution remains after the preeminently US intelligence report indicated that recent American strikes on the free Iranian nuclear facility have only delayed Tehran's nuclear program by a few months. So the question is, why do you get yourself involved in Tehran's nuclear program so much? Because you don't want them to have atomic bombs. You don't want them to have bombs, but US has bombs. Everybody has bombs, you know? So ultimately, who are you to decide who can have bombs or who cannot have bombs? All right. And I think what they're trying to say is they're trying to make it seem that Iran or is a dictatorship, and what they're going to do is instantly bring in war. But they're also forgetting that Iran, okay, is also a strong contributor to the world's economy, okay, and based on money and how things are run, people don't want to lose their precious money. So what we have, like, that's literally, I don't know if it's like a chart or whatever, but we can see the biggest contributor to oil production in the country in general. We have United States, okay, we have Saudi Arabia, Russia, for Canada, China, Iraq, Brazil, United Arab Emirates, and then we have Iran and Kuwait. Okay, so these are the most of the dominant producers of oil. Okay, and so we have Iran production of 3.3 million barrels per day. Iran ranked in 9th in the world for oil production, and this total oil outpouring grew from 3.66 million BPD in 2022, 3.99 million barrels per day in 2023. According to the EAI, Iran holds the world's third largest proven oil reserves. Yeah, the third largest, as well as the world's second largest natural gas reserves. Okay, so Iran is actually a massive contributor to our economy, and because it's a massive contributor to our economy, I don't think it will be wise for Iran to be attacked or for them to send bombs to US or whatever. Okay, so that's just why I'm speculating. Of course, I'm not a politician. I'm not an expert in all those things. Is that if there's anyone who really knows more about it, feel free and send me a DM, and we can have a fantastic, good conversation about this, and everybody will be enjoying that podcast as well. So, okay, so we have this, and yeah, so of course, then we have the chairman Paul, nuclear program. So on the monetary policy front, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell signaled that interest rates will likely remain unchanged until the impact of a new tariff becomes clear. Okay, so they want to see how the tariff will impact the economy, the US economy. And again, like I said, there is just a lot of uncertainty, and we can see there was definitely of a drop on gold. Okay, where are we here? We have a drop on gold. We have a drop on gold. We haven't broken structure. Okay, we haven't broken. And so what I'm expecting, gold might reach the 3,290 level, right? If it's a continuation to the downside, I'm expecting 3,290 level and potentially go to the upside. If not, we're going to see a little bit of reversal here. Now, the candle hasn't closed yet. It's a 4-hour candle. It's going to close, and then based on that, we will know what is going to happen. So what are our opportunities at this time right now with gold, especially? What is our opportunity? Where can we enter? What is the market saying? And yeah, so let's have a look. So now we can definitely see a break of structure at this area. Okay, and again, because of the uncertainty, my overall bias for the whole month is still bullish. Okay, it's still bullish because of uncertainty, because of what is happening in the economy, of the US economy, because of the whole war situation. I keep saying it over and over again. We did see a massive drop of gold. It means that probably investors took the money out, they all sold gold and probably invested it somewhere else like Bitcoin or the US market. But the US market, we can also see a recovery a little bit happening. So I'd expect it to go a little bit higher as well, probably maybe to retest at this area and probably drop, or to continue to go to the upside, which we are not really 100% certain of what is going to happen. But we wait, and we will know what to do. And yeah, so we can see as well, Bitcoin, I was expecting Bitcoin to go lower to this area and then go to the upside, which didn't happen. However, I continued and I said, okay, if there is a continuation to the upside, we wait for a break at this area, the previous highs, the 100,000 area, and then continues to go to the upside. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, so this is where we are. So now let's go back to gold. So this is where we are with gold. Gold is clearly bearish at this time. It's bearish at this time. Yeah, so a broke is still bearish in this area. So it looks like it wants to come to the downside. So there's a potential rejection can happen in this area. Let me quickly go to the 4-hour and see where. So yeah, so what I'm hoping gold to do would be second, a retest at this area and go long. Okay, so retest at this area to go long, or it will probably go all the way. This is this area, go long from here, or so we have three options. Okay, then we have another option going on from here, which is the 3,028.4 level. Okay, and yeah, so this is my area. And if we want to have like a better of an approach as well, waiting for a break of this area, which will be even better, knowing that we break here, and then once we know it breaks at this area at 3,334, and then from there we definitely go long. Okay, so that will be my prediction for gold. I'm still going to look for long for gold based on the uncertainty and on the market, just based on political reasons. Okay, but technical reasons, definitely we are bearish. Definitely technical, we are bearish. 100% we are bearish. So it will be not really wise to look for buys, to be honest. However, based on yeah, like I said, on uncertainty. So what we do, we're just gonna wait. Okay, we're waiting. We see it went all the way to the downside, has rejected. So there's a chance that it will continue unless it is breaking here. Then I know it will continue to go to the downside. If it's not breaking at this area, I'm not going to continue looking for sales. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, so these are my areas I'm expecting. I'm expecting just to have a particular retest and then go long, but we have to wait. So cool. So probably today, I'm not sure if today we're gonna find a good trade or good opportunity here. Okay, with USD CHF. Okay, we knew there was break of structure. We're waiting for retest at this area somewhere, and then waiting for a sell opportunity at 0.082. I said before yesterday that we was waiting for sales yesterday or day before yesterday, and that's what happened. We're waiting for sales, and it dropped all the way to 0.80419. Okay, that's what we saw. Then as well we had what is it, Euro AUD. Okay, also predicted will go to the upside, which happened as well. Went all the way to the upside, and that was our target, the 1.79531. So now what do we do? Where are we? Haven't really analyzed the market so strongly yet, but yeah, so we're like in a very significant level where it could be a reversal going to the downside. Okay, if not, we're gonna wait for the upside. But again, overall it's bullish. The whole thing is overall bullish. I would not sell, to be fair. That means I will go against the trend. I'm trying to walk with the trend and then trying to figure out where to go. So I will definitely go bullish until this is breaking here. We're not going to sell in any shape or form. That's more the conservative level. But if I see an opportunity, the buying opportunity like this one, yeah. So if we see an opportunity here, then probably I'll go long, or we can see it. Yeah, broke structure, came back, bam. So a good area entry will be here, a break of structure this area, and then we possibly can go long as well. So at this area, can wait for break and then go long, or we can wait for a break here, which will be a more of a conservative level. If you're more aggressive, we wait for a break in this area and we go long. If not, we're gonna break there. And but overall, we are bullish in reality. Yeah, so I will not look for sales with Euro AUD. Okay, I will not look for sales. The other pairs I think I had a look for was this one, was NZD JPY and AUD CHF, and then we have CAT JPY. Okay, so let's go to the red one. Was NZD JPY. Okay, NZD with JPY, that's how it looks like. It looks like that we are moving higher. Okay, we're moving higher. I just broke previous structure point on the 4-hour. Okay, and yesterday's was actually a bearish day yesterday, and it's very surprising that that actually went all the way to the upside and went strongly like this. However, yeah, it makes sense as well. So we waiting for buying opportunity, which NZD JPY. I'm waiting for buying opportunity to 88.0.90 level. Okay, yeah, that is what I'm going for. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Then we have this one also, AUD CAD. Again, we are actually is a counter trend trade. We are bullish. However, there might be a change of structure or a change of move at this area, at this level between 0.526 600, 0.52550, and then 0.5 to 500. Okay, if you look here at this area at the right side, then you can see it as well. So we're waiting for to move to the upside, maybe a rejection this area somewhere, and a drop. If not, we will see a rejection straight here at this area as well, and we're going to see an indication going to the downside. But this is what I'm thinking. If not, it will, my target, overall target, is definitely this level of 0.52730. That is my target, and that's what I'm hoping. But I'm very cautious, knowing that if anything happened in between, I will probably close the trade or will not. Yeah, that's it. And again, we have cat JPY as well, where I'm expecting to go all the way to the upside as well. What I'm hoping for, I haven't entered, but I'm hoping to see a drop and then go all the way up. That's what I'm hoping. That's retest at this area or retest at this area, and then we'll go all the way up. If that's not happening, yeah, then I'm not gonna, use that trade as an opportunity for me to enter or not. Okay, so thank you so much. I think that's it. So the pairs for the week, so for the rest of the week, today is Wednesday, was okay. Gold, we definitely have a look on gold. We're waiting. The silver, we're waiting. We let it drop for the day so far and see how gold is gonna play out. This one is the same thing. It's now having a strong bullish structure. However, we're waiting for entry confirmation to sell. Then we're gonna sell. If not, then we have this one, the same thing, waiting for sales and then for bullish. So it could come to this area. That will be what I'm looking for. Coming to this area here, and then waiting for a sell opportunity there. If not, yeah, looking for sell opportunity here. Sorry, a buy opportunity there, and then go to the upside. Then we have clear NZD-JPY going all the way up bullish. Okay, then we have again AUD-CHF go all the way up as well, and then we have CAD JPY also trying to go bullish. So let's see how things will turn out. I hope this time you liked it. Sorry if I was if you have, yeah, anyways, I just liked it. You guys are fantastic. You guys get it. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Follow, subscribe. Bye bye. Over and out.